Hello YouTube and fellow Decidians, and today I'm doing the video that I promised, the why I believe we will be reaching where Japan is by the end of the year. If we go by our number of character releases that we get a month of 2 per month, we are currently Fang, and then we'll be getting Deuce. I think she'll be coming out the 17th. So we have another week. So these two are March. And then April, glorious Final Fantasy Tactics. I love me some Agrias. And I will say, she's amazing. She's going to be able to do kind of like Cloud with the paralysis stop in a way. And her EX, Hallowed Bolt, or as it used to be called, Lightning Stab. And, well, it went from Stasis Sword. I think they actually did keep it as Stasis Sword. But that's the one that will do, stop, is Stasis Sword. And, she's really, really good. They can actually bring in a few other tactics people. I mean, come on, there's a lot in the roster. I know Broadway Saying and another person did like a video of like, ooh, cool people they can bring in. Who we think they can bring in? They said, like many, many fans for tactics. I'm one of them, I will admit it. TG Sid, Orlando. Now, would he break the game? Originally, if we said like months ago, before, well, for JP, before 70, yeah, he probably could have. He could have been Beatrix for us. But with 70, and now that they got Chaos, do I think he can break the game? No. No. The enemies have way too much HP. And if they actually start implementing more Brave HP attacks, then no, I don't think he could be broken for the game. I would also like to see, like, Delita, Alma. Alma is Ramza's sister. Ovelia is the princess, and Agrias guards her. She protects her. She is her knight. There's also the twins, Rafa and Malik. Well, I know they're brother and sister, but they definitely look like twins. And then there's Meliadul, who's a divine knight. She destroys their equipment. And then there's Gafgarian. He starts out as a guest because you don't control him. And then he's your enemy. He's a dark knight. Then you've also got Beowulf. He's cool. He's actually going to be in Brave Exvius. Him and his wifey Pooh, Reyes, the Holy Dragon. And you've also got Worker 7, Mustadio. There's a lot of them I think we can bring in. Now, Locke also comes in on April. And that chick in the middle, Celis, you definitely, if you have her stuff, you may not even need her EX. Some people you don't even need her EX. Her EX is definitely a spice of life because it gives her HP regen, which would allow her to solo the event. But you don't need her EX if you've got everybody else, because she will be making the Dark Phoenix target her, and it loves to use a lot of more magic-based fire attacks, so she will be absorbing all that. So don't bring Efert, y'all. No, do not bring Efert. Locke is, I think he's kind of pretty much based off of the NT version of stealing, and he gets like Gingy Glove or Stealing, and he gets Miracle Shoes. So he's a little weird, but it's cool that they actually gave him his, thief abilities. Oh, no, wait. Locke's not a thief, y'all. He's a treasure hunter. That's what he calls himself, treasure hunter. So, I think it's nice that they actually put him and his girlfriend in. So, come May, we have Final Fantasy VII's Barrett, and Tifa will get her EX unless they bring it early. I'm looking at you, Zell, and Fang. Yes, I know that they gave us Titus's EX early, so they're doing Zell's early, or on her banner. But come Lost Chapter, it's probably not going to be Zell. It's probably going to go reverting back to the original with Titus. But anyways, so because with Global, they can really switch things up. So at the moment, it would be Barrett, Maria, and Tifa's EX. Barrett does not have an EX. Barrett is not level 70. I will let y'all know when that comes into effect. And also, in May, Rosa, Miss Wifey Pooh to Cecil, and I'm definitely pulling on her, but a lot of people don't use her in JP anymore because overflow problems. She does not overflow except for her EX, but she does do almost like a re-raise type of deal with her second ability. And if you actually look at her first ability, Holy Blast, I'm like, why don't you just call it Holy? It's Holy 4, which is pretty much what it is. I'm definitely pulling on her. I can't wait to use her. I know I mispronounced this YouTuber's name, Qwie, Quwie. Yeah, he just did a video with Agrias, Ultimecia, and Rosa doing Machina's event, and she didn't have to be carried, but she was definitely capped at I think it was 18,000 brave, so she wasn't doing as much damage as Agrias and Ultimecia with their EX pluses. So you shush. Squirrels are not going to harm you. Sorry, my dog's barking at the squirrels. And then, come June, this is what I've been waiting for. Final Fantasy IV's Golbez. And then, boom, bam, there she is, y'all. Renoa, in June. So, we will actually be looking forward to Ultimate Effort. I want to say, possibly at the end of May to the beginning, middle of June. I only say that because I do know Lena did have her EX with that event from what I've seen when people were doing it when it came out. If you have Celis, she makes Ifrit a joke. Because when I've seen people doing it and they were using Celis, I mean, the only thing she has to truly worry about is when he does his physical claw attacks. That's it. All the other attacks he does is magic attacks. So Celis is absorbing all that. She reaches max brave so fast with Ifrit. It's like HP attack, HP attack, HP attack. And if you have her EX, that's great because then it'll give her a way to regen her HP. And the other thing cool about her EX is though, if her HP regen is built in with her buff that comes with her EX. So if anybody else were to give her an HP regen because of an ability, it will stack. So Beatrix or Kate Sith, their HP regens would actually stack with her own with her EX's ability. So that's great. It'll keep her alive a lot faster. So as I'm saying, we're going to be getting Gomez and Renoa in June. And those are two people I know I'm pulling on, and I'm sure a lot of people are pulling on as well, especially the latter with Renoa. Because Renoa, when she was released in Japan, let's face it, she was top dog for like 4 or 5 months. And I think it was at least 5 months. It took her a very long time. And a lot of people to come out for her to fall down out of the 90s. Because she stayed on top. She dominated everybody. And it is also because of, like, Angel Wing. Angel Wing started the whole, like, passive ability that doesn't take up a turn. Like, you use it, and boom, she goes again. It doesn't affect the turn count. So I can't wait to see what she's getting with her Lost Chapter, because I know it is actually going to be coming up very soon for Japan to get hers. Then if we move on to July, we have the Double D Diva Lulu. And the reason there is an extra character in the event, because Seth Roth had his Lost Chapter, that's why he's in it. Lena had her Lost Chapter, that is why she is in it. So that's why certain characters are in the event as well. That is what my coworker told me. They were starting to give, like, Lost Chapter characters a little extra time to shine. So in July we have Lulu and we have Lon and Rain. Lilican Lon and Rain. I don't know if they're actually going to do a costume and give us giant Lon and Rain. Because, I mean, it's not like they're adults. They're teens. Let's face it, they're teens. But Lilican, a lot of people were like, they just don't mesh. We'll see. I'm sure that's probably going to be a costume. So July. August is going to be Vane and Fran. So that'll be my birthday. Yay. I get Final Fantasy 12 characters. Although Vane is really, really good. It took him a while to fall off the top, because he was like Renoa. He stayed on top for a very long time. I don't really follow Ultima as much as my friend does. My ex-coworker, he's now moved to California. But we do talk still about the game. He prefers Japan. But anyways, so... And as you see, there's Paladin Cecil. Yes, we do get Paladin Cecil, and he will be Chapter 2, Part 2. And I have to wonder if we're going to get him faster than what JP did, because, I mean, we're already getting Chapter 2, Part 1. So, who knows? So, we have Vane and Fran is the Overflow Queen. That is what she has been deemed, the Overflow Queen. None of these have 70. I will let you know who starts the 70. Oh, speaking of 70, here, okay. Porum, the White Wizard Porum, she starts the 70 as far as event characters goes. Now, I'm not entirely certain, I can't quite remember when 70 fell, like during Vane, in the middle of Vane, or before Vane. That's the thing, I can't quite remember. But Porum starts the 74 event characters. She will be taking over any and all support roles. I'm not joking. Cause every video I've seen that there's more and more people popping up with the JP videos now. They always had Porum in it. Porum's EX gives you like a wall barrier type deal that shields you from a lot of HP damage. So if they had a lot of 8 brave, you won't take that amount of brave. You'll actually take less than that. So that is why she's used. She's got her cry, which is from Final Fantasy IV. And it can confuse. There's a very low chance to confuse, but it can confuse the enemies. So she's the only one that can actually confuse at the moment. But she can do that, and Cry gives a lot of brave. She has this like heal, and it gives a lot of brave. Her AX heals and give a lot. She's a brave battery, as well as a great healer. And Cry is her thing. So September is Sneak, and y'all like Noctis, yep. Lost chapter. October we have Prompto and Alphanod in October. I'm actually going to go back and look and redo like ours to see if we actually mesh. November is Opmal and Charlotta. Lion gets a rework and an EX, and she becomes a lot better. Charlotta is, well, she's a goddess. Let's just face it. Like I don't see people using Porum anymore. When Charlotta came out, Charlotta is the brave battery. She has an HP attack that uses all 3 characters brave and hits them. So that's like getting pretty much all 3 characters all in one, just brave HP attack, and it's like, damn. So Charlotta is definitely one to pull on. Save them gems. And then finally December. Boom, Garland and my favorite villain, as well as Kefka, Ultimecia. Garland starts the EX Plus as far as event characters. And they had Deuce's Lost Chapter. That's why Deuce is part of this. And Pain is actually really good. Pain, I believe, is actually a chapter character. That's why she is not here. And hers dealt with the Emperor. So that is it as far as like JP's timeline, and why I think we will be reaching where, at least by Ultimecia, I know they just released Machina. So that for us is going to be January. So we'll kind of reach like Ultimecia by December. So we'll kind of be where they are now by December. So let's go to global and let's go down. Keep scrolling. So here we are. We just had Celis for March. And we're going to be getting Kane very shortly in March. So April is going to be Kuja and Palom. Palom's not that great still. He's getting a rework and a 70. And I think he's become better. Whether or not he's still used, I don't know. But Kuja, he is on top for a little while. Because it's going to be April. So he's got practically until June. So he's got April, May. He's got 2 months to shine until other people take his spot. Because, I mean, once Renoa comes into the picture, Golbez too. But mostly when Renoa comes into the picture, he'll be benched. He has a good EX. His EX allows him to have the plus all the time until it's out. So you can spam his Ultima Plus. He has gotten a level 70 rework done, and he's got a new costume. So April. May, we're getting Maria and Quetis. Quetis will probably be taking over the Friends support. Let's just face it. She did for Japan. She's fallen off as a friend support. Some still do keep her. But nobody's using her as a friend support much anymore. June, we have Sethroth and Lena. So thus we do have some more confirmation that, yeah, Efort should be coming out in June. Because people were using her EX Phoenix in his event, which is really good. And I'm glad her sister, Ferris, got her EX as Slydra. Because I'm like, they better give it to her. That is her summon. That was the monster she was raised with when she was a pirate. I mean, come on, y'all need to give it to her. But let's fix Rydia's EX. Because it's disappointing. They need to have mist coming down, the dragon popping up or out, or it's formed into the dragon, and it blows out its misty breath. And why is it ice or water? I'm not sure, because in the game it is actually holy and not ice/water damage. And like, it's the only holy elemental attack. Well, summon-wise. So that's our June. In July, we've got Sid, and we have Rydia. I'm definitely looking forward to her Lost Chapter. I have seen her used, even in 70, whenever she gets her Awakening, 60 Awakening, and her EX. Like, she does get used. And I've seen somebody actually do a summoner team, which was really, really cool. It was her, Yuna, and Alphanod. And I'm like, oh, that's a great team setup. Thanks for the idea. I think Eco needs to get Maydeen. So, also, if they bring in a new ability, can we give her Ashura, please? If we're not going to bring in any more new summons. Because Ashura, I think, could either A, be a new summon, or B, it could be Rydia's ability. So that's July. August, we have Kefka and Zack. These are two good ones to pull on. And I'm definitely looking forward to Kefka. Zack I'm pulling because, well, I mean, he's a great tank with that EX and everything. September, we have Noctis. Well, you're actually going to have to flip it because they released him early. It's supposed to actually be Alisace and then Noctis. So that's probably actually going to be how it is, and not quite like this, because it was Alisace first and then Noctis. But they actually flipped it and gave it to us early. October, Selfie, Gilgamesh. November, Realm, Beatrix. Am I right? I think I got off topic. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Oh, Leon's December. Okay, so these are in November. Oh. Well, we'll be getting Beatrix's Lost Chapter then, if we stay on track. Which, for those who don't have her, she is pretty OP. I won't say she's broken. When she came out, yeah, she was kind of broken. But as things are progressing, do I think she's still broken? No. Because it is catching up to, like, launch meta. Now, is she underpowerful? Hell no. But she does have her shining moments, which are a lot. She is the greatest general ever. And y'all, we're gonna see what chaos is gonna be like when they release her event over there. Which could be either April or May, I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait until either Malavar TC1 or Mets Play looks at the director's letter at the end of the month to find out when Beatrix is coming. I've heard June. We'll see. But with them already giving Criley her EX, and I think they've announced that Garnet's supposed to be getting a rework. And I personally think that Garnet is going to be getting a rework with Beatrix. So I think Beatrix is going to come out there. She's going to get her EX and her EX Plus. So we'll get to see that. And I think Garnet is going to get her EX Plus, and I think she's going to get her rework. Now, she got her 7D, but they didn't rework her. So we'll see. But look forward to that in November. And since it's a lost chapter, that means it'll be permanent. So like when we get Iltamisha in December, y'all, I'm going to try her lost chapter with Ultimisha. Because with her EX, she gets 3 free turns. 3 free turns. She is the time queen. So I do know that Lamia is not going to survive with Ultimisha. So that is our, what I think we'll be reaching where Japan is as far as like reaching Ultimisha by December. And looking at our lost chapters, I mean, wow. So, also, as far as like characters they can bring in, I think they can bring in like Princess Cornelia or Sarah of Cornelia in Final Fantasy 1 to give us another Final Fantasy 1 character. You can also do Matoya. I heard somebody say that they data mined and found a picture of Guy, like his portrait. So there's another Final Fantasy 2 character. 4, we're still missing that Spoony Bard Edward. Ugh. And my coworker was like, what if they made him like the most OP support? I'm like, oh God, please no. Everybody hates him. But there's still him, Sid, Tella, and Fusuya. I would actually like to see them bring in Cecil and Rosa's son, Theodore, from the After Years. I think that would make interesting conversations since, you know, the characters are being pulled out of different timelines. And I already kind of went over Final Fantasy Tactics. But we still have a lot of characters that we can bring into the game. Even from some of the spin-offs. Like there are no Dimensions 1 or Dimensions 2 characters. Record Keepers actually did Dimensions 2, the 3 main ones. Morrow, Amo, and Glaive. I think we can bring those in. Even the Valkyrie profile did Amo. I don't know if they actually did 3. I've only seen like Amo as a playable like in the game. They had Morrow in like a cutscene. There's a lot of Final Fantasy games and a lot of Final Fantasy characters that they can bring in and do. I mean, Lord knows, Type 0, you have that whole cast. No hate. I just haven't played it that long. My parents have it, and I've only played it for a little bit. So I can't say I love Type 0, but I definitely do not like 15, even though Gladiolus is hot. It's just, if I want to play an action game, I'll play Bayonetta. Or I'll even play a Muso game, like Hyrule Warriors, or even just Dynasty Warriors. I'm like, y'all need to go back to your roots. I miss controlling my damn party. But enough about that. Let me know what y'all think. Who are y'all looking forward to? Who are y'all planning on pulling? Which month do you think is going to be interesting? I know I know for certain when June comes around, people are like, oh, we don't have anything. Oh, wait till June, because when Ultimate Aether comes out, you're going to have to grind up every single character for Aether and get them points and do that board. So you're going to have plenty of stuff to do. Believe me. And when 70 rolls around, they give tons of stuff to do. So, y'all let me know what y'all think. Leave it in the comments. Let me know who y'all think should also be brought into the game. Who would y'all like to see? I know I've said a few of my pieces of who I would like to see. But there are a few others I would like to see. I know even Record Keepers, it doesn't even have Mystic Quest. There are people, even myself, that's like, bring Benjamin from Mystic Quest. So let me know what y'all think. Thanks, everything, and y'all have a great day. Bye.